I have a few supplies on my studio desk that we're going to try and make a simple birthday card with, doing some stamping. But what I'm going to try for the first time is using this patterned paper and stamp directly onto it. We're going to see if it works. It's silhouette stamping that I'm doing, so I've got some great black ink here. I've chosen some papers that are mostly white in the background or have a small print in the background. Got some, when I cut them down, they were 6 by 6. I've got some extra pieces here that will decorate the inside of the card with. And what we're also going to do is put sentiments on it. So I want these to be birthday cards. And what I'm going to do is take a birthday card and put these onto it sort of after the fact. So hopefully this is all going to work out. I'm going to stage it so that it'll work. Maybe I'm too brave by putting too many down at once. Maybe I'll just try 2. We're going to try 2 at once, friends. So this one is a happy birthday, a little bit large going in here on a happy birthday. And then let's use, what's this one here? Have a magical day. So 2 nice little sentiments going in these discs. I'm going to close my Misty door, catch those, and then these, I'm going to just use the magnet and hold onto it. So there's no ink yet on, this one looks like it's got a little smudge on it from my last stamp. So I'm going to put that right up against the guard, put this in the top. Quick check again, everything fits while it's in there. And then I'm going to go up with this VersaFine ink in a nice dark black. I'm going to ink this well. Now, the beauty of using this Misty, if you've never done that before, is that it's a positioning stamper, which means I should be in the exact same position if I actually need to stamp again to get the full coverage that I'd like. So this one came out perfect. Yay! This one looks like it could have just a little extra on it. So what I'm going to do is put this back in for a new one, because I'd like 2 of those. Leave this exactly where it is. Same idea as before. Inking up. Getting nice and juicy ink on there. And then we're going to try it again. Here we go. This one's the repeat. Just going to put some even pressure on that. And the second one of the happy birthday here up top. All right. Okay, so you can see I've got a little bit of a mist there on the bottom of my Y. And if you're not an inker and don't have ink on your fingers, I don't know how you do it. But I'm going to re-ink that happy birthday. Magical day looks pretty darn perfect right now. So we'll take that one out of there. Again, add another little one in. Put my magnet back down to hold it. I'm going to try and get this little Y covered up. So ink up both the stamps. And here we go. All right, so this is the new one. This is the repeat. I'm just going to concentrate a little on that Y in the happy birthday. And ta-da! Okay, so pretty simple so far. Now we've got some elements for 4 of our cards that we're going to make. I'm going to do now is take this designer paper, really. It's got nice rainbows on it, nice and happy and cheerful. I'm going to put that into my stamp positioner. And just get some of that ink off. And now what we're going to try and do, so remembering that this is going to be an embellishment that I'm going to use somewhere on the card. What I'd like to do is use some of these cute little fairies that I have, Pixies and Fairies. They're from Lavinia Stamps, beautiful company out of the UK, incredible, incredible products. So I'd like some of these pixies that I'm going to integrate into it as well. And I think we're going to start out with, this is Mooch. Mooch is a cat. So, nice thing about the Lavinia stamps, what they have is a transparency that the stamp sticks onto with the silhouette of the stamp on it as well. So what I'm going to try and do is get Mooch down in the corner over here. So let's go ahead and put Mooch down here. I don't know if this will work. I have never tried it, but that's the beauty of going live. We get to learn together. So there's going to be Mooch. Now, let's pretend we're putting this here so that Mooch is kind of looking up to it. And then let's see if we can get, oh, I have a better idea. We're going to do maybe a little bit down, and then we're going to put our pixie over here. So we've got Mooch, we've got the pixie. Let me show you with, so that positioner, that's what the pixie is going to be like. I'm going to take that element out because I don't need it in there for the stamping. I'm going to push down so that now both my stamps are on my positioning tool. Going to get that piece of paper just positioned again. Put one magnet on the top here. And then when I don't have these stamps over here, I'm going to put another magnet down here. So hopefully that's showing up nicely for you all on this beautiful Monday. It's a little bit cloudy here where I am, but I'm okay with that because I'm inside. If the sun was shining, I would probably run outside. Okay, so nice layer of ink. I'm hoping for the best as we do this here. We've got our, what do you call this? It's so that I have even pressure on the door of the positioner and can get really beautiful transfer of that ink. Now, my suspicion is this will need a couple tries because of course I'm also on patterned paper. Normally I stamp on a solid colored paper, and that means that I get a transfer with nothing behind it. So let's try it again. Here we go. Hoping for the best here, my friends, on this rainbowy paper. A little extra on Mooch. You ever heard of stamp CPR? It's where you go a little like this. All right, ooh, that looks nice. Okay, so now we've got our patterned paper. I'm going to go ahead and bring forward a card that I have already scored. I'm going to give that a little bend, score that, and just use the bone folder to really make that right. Now, let's see how our positioning comes together. So this is what I'm going for. It'll be on the card like this. Have a magical day, something like this. And then inside the card, we'll also use a little matching piece to be an embellishment inside the card. But one step at a time. Let's first get this background paper down. I'm going to use a double-sided tape. And I don't know, maybe if I was doing this without being on live, I would do it and let this dry longer, but let's just be bold and try and do this with a nice little flare. I am a chronic over-adherer. I like lots of tape and glue. Okay, so onto my card base. Another thing you could do is mat this with a complementary color from inside the paper that you've got here. But that's the mat that I've got so far. Let's open her up and take this complementary piece of paper, and I'm going to put that right inside. So often you can put your sentiment in here, but I like to leave this blank for writing. I'm going to go ahead and tape up this strip, put that in, get it nice into the crease fold here, top and bottom even up, and press that down. So far, our card, which again I like to bone fold as I'm going, just to give that really crisp edge. So here we are. And now we want to take our magical day, and I think this flare lets me do this a little bit on an angle. I'm going to reach over into my drawers to get some double-sided foam adhesives. These ones are beautiful. I buy them whenever I can, and clearly haven't opened this one yet. What's the beauty of live if you can't go ahead and rip a package open on camera, right? All in a learning curve, my friends. We're not learning, we're not living. So, getting this one open, and these foam adhesives are just going to give me a little bit of loft when I can get them out of the package, that is. The key to being on live right now is to not panic, because you know what? I'm new on YouTube, which means only people who have subscribed to me and are my friends can see this. So what the heck? No fear. What's Fred's favorite saying? No risk it, no biscuit. So here we go. I'm going to take that, remove the other side of the adhesive. So now I've got the sticky side out as well. And can I tell you something really neat? At lunchtime today, my husband and I agreed we would stop this afternoon and have a tea time together, not the golf kind, but the drinking kind. and that we do that at about 3 o'clock, which is not far from now, and I just heard him go into the kitchen to make us tea. So I don't know if you're loved like I am, but I'm loved real well. So what have we got here, friends? We've got Mooch the cat stamped directly onto this. We've got the little pixie, and we've got Have a Magical Day. Inside, we've got that nice little bit of embellishment. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple little gems that I can add to this. Let's see if we can finish this card off in style. I don't know about you, but I have a collection of different kinds of gems here. But the ones I'm looking for are from Gina K. These ones are a favorite of mine. My goodness, I have a little bit of a craft-tastrophe happening all around me here. But I'm going to open these up and spill out just a couple of these. They're clear, so I don't know what it'll look like on camera as you're seeing it. I'm going to grab this is a jewel picker. Very nice little tool that will allow me to pick these up. And then I'm going to go ahead and open my glue, which I have in a very convenient little stand here. So that's there, and I think there are people who have really great style that can just choose where things should go. And I feel like these little raindrops, these little water drops are going to be lost maybe on this card if I do it like this. It doesn't feel like, yeah, it feels like I might need more panache with a color, which we have, my friend. So let's go back to the tickle trunk here and see if we have something in a color that makes us feel, ooh, this little blue. No, I was reaching for this little blue. Ooh, maybe we got something good going on here. Now these are slightly different. These have adhesive right on the back already. They're flat like a sequin. So I'm gonna grab a different tool I like to use. I don't know what this is other than a poker. It's by Sizzix. And I'm gonna go underneath, pick that up, and drop it down here, and you can see it's adhesive. I'm going to do that a few times. Somebody told me that a designer likes to do things in odd numbers, so like 3, 5, 7, that kind of thing. Let's do another one there. And I feel like that might be enough, and we don't need to worry about doing another. Let's call that a day, friends. So thanks for joining me. I guess this gets published and can be seen again. So if this is not done when it's live, I'm sorry I missed you live, but I'm glad that you're here. And I hope that as you've watched me do something for the first time here, you'll come back to my channel often and enjoy all these wonderful times together. This is my favorite part of any card after I've created it, is to give it my little QR code. This card was made on YouTube. It's got my Creating Sherry, and as the budding artist I aspire to be, I'll also write handmade by Sherry. That's me, and this card is for you. Thanks for watching.